Never forget that there's a reason to celebrate and a tomorrow to look forward to. So, very recently, I've been hearing some news about people experiencing problems and difficulties in their lives. And very recently, meaning just the past couple of days, and I cannot help but look into the sky once again. So, I study astrology, but I don't actually keep my tab on it so closely because I do believe that things that are meant to happen, they just happen. And when all of these things happen at the same time, it always make me look back into astrology to see what does it have to say. In astronomy, the partial lunar eclipse, it peaks in Toronto at about 10 after 12 to 20 after 12 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time in Toronto on August the 28th, 2026. It's a Friday, August 28th, but it's a.m. just after midnight, so for most people, they'll still think of it as the Thursday evening. So from a Thursday night to Friday. And then in astrology, the full moon eclipse is happening approximately at 4-ish degrees, 4.5 degrees in Pisces, opposing the sun of Virgo at around 4 degrees-ish as well. So while this lunar eclipse is happening, it actually creates a T-square with the Uranus in Gemini. So it pulls a lot of energy into this eclipse that's belonging to the Uranus in Gemini. And Uranus is all about changes and changing. Mercury and Sun Cassini, it's also on the rise. So all of these super Mercury people born with lots of Mercury-related energies, Gemini and Virgo especially, are going to be greatly influenced by it, or not going to be. It's actually happening right now. So those of you who follow astrology already know that the biggest pull happen is usually before the actual dates. So building up to the actual dates, so the momentum, that relational energy is actually much stronger. The gravity is stronger towards the actual set time or the time of the event. For eclipse, lunar eclipse, or solar eclipse, let's say the dates actually happens on the August 28th of midnight, but what happens is usually the few days building towards it, it's actually the strongest pole with the strongest energies. In a few days, Mars is actually building a square to Saturn. So by the 31st of August, in a few days, there will be a squaring. Mars squaring Saturn, not something that we are in favor of usually. Let us reset ourselves and embrace all the changes. Wherever this Uranus is in your chart, whichever house it is in your chart, that's probably the most impact that you're going to get from. So, having that said, I have been receiving a lot of medical-related news, and they are towards the more changing in the health and one's health and the bodies and life related. That's a lot of Virgo energy there, health related, right? So today's message just don't forget that there's always a reason to celebrate. To celebrate, even there is a tomorrow that we can look forward to. And also know that whatever happens is always happening, setting its course straight towards what your path should be in your life. Thank you for tuning in, Herbal Soup Sanctuary. I'm Kelly. See you again.